Good evening, folks. What is going on? Welcome in. We are not playing the race, or excuse me, we are not racing, but we are playing the race seed here. Got a little bit of a late start due to a obligation this evening. But this is the fourth anniversary of the Saturday night SMZ3 Shindig sponsored race. And without further ado, we should immediately jump in. So 3, 2, 1, go. And we have to make sure that we turn the capture card sound back on. There we go. All right, let's do a thing because we're already a half an hour behind. And if this seed is any indication of, or other seeds are any indication of this seed, it's going to be shit. The first ever Shindig Saturday night race. Which, mind you, I was not incredibly familiar with these two games to the degree that I am now, although while watching me play, you may not believe that. But 2 hours in, first sword was behind Cold Stare. Nemo, sir, welcome in. How's it going? How was your Saturday? Good. We're putting links, unless something catastrophically bad happens in this seed, we're going to put Link's Awakening on hold until Monday night, and then we should finish that up. But that is unless something catastrophically bad happens, like I forget to save or and lose 30 minutes of progress or something ridiculous. But or, you know, we have to do bomb jumps for the entire seed, like, you know, the last seed I played. Well, we're healthy so far. Today will be the day where I'm not racing and I'm a half an hour behind and I somehow make, like, the best play in the entire world. And I somehow win the race, even though I'm not technically racing. That's a bottle. Most likely not going to need that, but... I mean, you know, 15 super missiles is good for later, although generally when you get a lot of super missiles, you don't wind up needing them because you have full beam combo anyway. Money good. Moon Pearl good. Alright, so we got enough money to buy bombs now, which is good. Since we need them. Imagine that. I probably, well, whatever. I should have just went down the well first, but too late now. What, we'll be able to get another 30. I don't think my camera really likes the fact that the curtains are moving behind me. The face keeps, like, going out of focus. It's been breezy here all day, so... Oops, all missiles? Let's check one thing before we leave the area. I think as long as you have one bomb, you can get in here, and I think that there winds up being like a surplus. Alright, so there wound up being 4 in there. Okay, that's not bad. We'll take a look and see what is in the library. Nothing of consequence. Yeah, we should get charged, just in case. Alright, so that gives us 8 when we go into Moldworm Cave, which should technically be enough. We also need to check out and see what our dungeons are in a light world. Green pendant up at Hera. Crystal and pendant in desert. Another +5 arrows. Okay. Now, of course, we have 100 rupees. Speed, eh? Okay. That gives us a handful of checks in Metroid. Nothing that I really like to see, but, you know, I guess it's progress to some degree, right? Oh, I do have Moon Pearl, so we should probably break logic on the way back to get Waterfall Fairy. Oops.
You've got mail.
Early mail is nice. Because, well, I mean, I would have survived that regardless, but okay. What do we have? 50 bucks and a heart piece, okay. We're going to check what's on the ledge here. Super missiles. Okay, that's fine. Now that we have money for the vendor, let's go ahead and grab that check. A bottle vendor, that is, but... Let's see what's in Sahara's closet. We obviously already know where Green Pendant is, so it's not like we have to ask him. Eastern is a pendant. Excuse me. Crystal, but I don't like having to go in there twice. but maybe it's worth it. Let's just do that. Let's just go in, see what's there. It's the worst that happens. It's nothing, and I have to go back in later anyway. So not paying attention. Be gone, bot. Alright, well that allows us to check the big chest. I'll have blue mail, should be alright. What is that? 2 checks in here so far, right? Yes, we've got one more check in here. Okay. We've got one more check before we have to say goodbye, although it's not in logic anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to be able to do that check with basically nothing. Let's go to Metroid. I'm just like, oh, I'll just go do the check in the dark and not be able to see literally anything. Perfect. Come on. Important. Of course, finding speed early in Metroid kind of sucks, only because it's like an anchor around your neck from a jumping standpoint. Which is usually, obviously, why you get high jump boots first, but alas, not the case. Okay, very important that we don't fall down here. Alright, just an E-tank, not the end of the world. We can't pick that up right now. Come on. Bombs. Yuck. Useless. Okay. I mean, that's helpful. Okay. Doesn't really do us much good in Zelda, like right now at least, but... Alright, most important thing we have to do here. Jump over that. Otherwise, we're restarting, basically. Yeah, what you're supposed to do is go to the Dark World with, like, 5 hearts and blue mail. God damn it. And it's like it's always this, because like you always have to wind up going like back up out of Metroid. Or at least inevitably. Oof, yeah, that could have also been bad there too if I had not gotten all the way through. I have... Jesus. Alright, so... Guess I can technically do front and back of escape a little easier now because I have a weapon. The only problem becomes if there's something at Dark Cross. Of course, yeah, I gotta come up here and then do that. And then run back down, and then run back up. You know what, let's... Nah, there's stuff... Well, we have to go down this way anyway, regardless, never mind. Where's the best way to get into the Dark World? I guess Kakariko, technically, right? Yeah. Two, 4, 6. 6 hearts. Blue mail. Completable Thieves Town. I guess I could have also done escape as well, but whatever. Too late now. Coming over here. We got plenty of Dark World checks, so we should do those first anyway. Plus, that allows us to see what crystals we need in the Dark World. Alright, what do we got? Alright, Skullwoods, Red Crystal, Thieves Town Crystal, Mire Crystal, Pendant and Swamp, Red Crystal and Ice Palace. pendant pod, and of course TR as always. Something. I think I need, like, what, 2 more rupees to be able to do the chest house? I think it's 80? Or is it 80 for... I forget which one it's 80, or if the dig game is 80. Guess we'll find out. Alright, only 30. Good to know. Let's do the brewery. Cute. And we'll also do Sea House. Yeah, ideally 1 more heart. Wow, especially God with the hammer. Blind sucks with the hammer because you have no reach. And you have to be, like, basically on top of him. But whatever, we're here. Let's do it. I mean, and I, like, not ideal, but, like, the ideal scenario is, like, okay, we die, whatever. As long as I can clear out most of this, and then I can just run to the boss in the event that I wind up dying with the boss. Alright. So that's, that is 1 check right now, so far. That's 2. That's 3. Not sure why I've missed that the past couple of times. I mean, it's not a huge deal, it's just a bit of a time loss. Alright, well, I got the heart. I got the heart, basically, that I asked for. So now I have to keep up my end of the bargain and beat this with 2, 4, 6, 7 hearts. Blue mail, hammer. Don't want to be losing health, but we're okay for right now. Alright, so that's everything in here. We just need to go get blind from the basement and then just come right back up. Yeah, I don't need anything else in this dungeon. There will be one more heart up top, so I will go in with full health, and then we cross our fingers and hope that things go smoothly. Oh my god, he is not in a great spot. There we go. Very good. Blue mail. Very important in that fight. Yeah, in a perfect world, we would find 5 more rupees somewhere. And that way we could do the dig game. Is there... There's nothing over here. Alright, I'm not gonna... Alright, whatever. Let's go. Not gonna sweat it. I might also get rupees along the way here, and I could always go back if need be. So we've got Hype Cave, Pyramid Ledge, and then we should probably go up to Catfish. There's the nickel that we needed. Okay. We can always go back down and do the dig game if need be, but... What do we have? We've got... Ooh, an Ocarina. Okay. That'll be good to have. I can now get up to the mountain. Alright, Catfish, you got something good tonight, or what? Catfish said no, go to hell, Bede. You suck, you jackass. Alright, we've got 5 inside castle here. Between front and back of escape. Ideally, we don't see the map in a perfect world. Alright, well, that would allow us technically to get to Dark Cross the intended way. I hate how it, like, shoots you the opposite direction if you wind up clinking swords with them. Hey, that will help us to do Dark Room to Dark Cross. That up. Alright, well. Let's go do Dark Cross. We have the sword, so... And we've got blue mail, so health shouldn't be a problem. We'll be able to also get Grandpa when we head up to Dark Mountain, but we have to activate the flute for that first. Wow, okay. Nice. Also, getting Varia early is nice. And a mirror? Well, that's also convenient. Let's go activate the flute, go up to Death Mountain, because now we've got a lot of things to do on the DM. Because we can also get Grandpa free now, too. Come on, Gramps. Let's go. Useless. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, hey, you know, the thing you need. The other circle. I gotta get that E-Tank. Normally I might not, but I feel like it might be helpful in this case. I'm also debating, do we do Hera for Green Pendant? Because we have to go back over to Eastern anyway. The only way we get screwed in Hera is if we don't find both checks before beating the boss, or if the boss key is downstairs, because we can't complete it because I don't have fire of any sort. Oh, hey, look, the rest of Metroid is now... all of Metroid is available to you now. I don't know. Let's take a look, see what the story is. Okay. PBs are nice. Gives me, what, 10? Yeah, 10's good, 15's better. Okay, so if this is a small key, we're done. Okay, we done. Okay, we have 80 super missiles, and we've been playing for 45 minutes. Or, not super missiles, excuse me. 80 regular missiles, and we've been playing for 45 minutes. That's funny. Alright, rupees, we don't care about that. That's nice, right? Plasma? That'd be nice for some early bosses. Well, I don't have X-ray, so it doesn't actually help that much, but... I ain't got no problem with that, Nemo. Thank you for the 208. Here's 300 for fun. Why the hell not? Art piece over here. Might as well check this while we're here also now as well. What else are we doing here? We've got Graveyard Ledge. How's everything going, Nemo? Well, that should be fun. Have you guys done anything like that before, or have the girls done an escape room before? I did one time with some coworkers as a team building activity. We were able to successfully escape because I couldn't fathom possibly being trapped with those people forever, but you know, it's fine. That should be a good time. Did they make one that are just like 3 or 4? You failed, is I'm sure the message that played over the speaker. Did they tell you to do better? Possibly. I mean, it's just a thought, but... We used to have one that was like right around the, like literally around the corner from the old house, but never went there in the 14 years I lived there. Also, some of that time was spent single, so going to an escape room by myself didn't seem like exactly, you know, the world's most fun thing to do. You know, single and no friends. That's funny. It's like, fine, I suppose you finished, you know. I look forward to a full report on Monday to hear all about it. We got, what, 2 down here now? Yeah. Well, I hope the entire time that you all walk around in there, all you're saying is, "You're never meet timbers, matey. You're headed to Davy Jones's locker." Yar, it's a lamp. That is convenient to have, for obvious reasons. Because, you know, seeing in the dark is somewhat important. Yes, I will take a PB. Thank you. Okay. I think it's time to go to Metrod. We do have Plasma. Should make sure we equip that. Oh my lord, what are we doing here, guys? Come on. When is Nintendo remaking Super Metroid and getting rid of the lag from Super Power Bombs? Well, now we've got more than enough. That's kind of my opinion about Chrono Trigger. I'm like, I don't think we need to remake Chrono Trigger. Now, that's not to say if they remake Chrono Trigger, I won't play it, but... I will say, it will be interesting to see what they wind up doing with Ocarina of Time. When it gets to be whenever the hell the release date for that game is. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Like, I wonder if they take the opportunity to do anything with the mechanics at all, or... Or will they just straight give it a nice coat of paint and call it a day? I was gonna say, I would like both of them, please, thank you. Okay. Star Fox is out on Thursday. Not sure. Kind of want to play it. But we did recently play Star Fox. Actually, I will take that. And by recently, God only knows when I actually played Star Fox. I'd have to look at the spreadsheet to see. I don't know, I'm not even sure if I put that on there or not. I may have. I thought Plasma did way more damage. Maybe his charged Plasma. It probably would have made more sense to go to the wrecked ship, but and then do all this, but okay, yeah, I don't care about that. Because, like, I'm not super familiar with Ocarina of Time, like I am with, like, these games, so, like, if people have, like, complaints about the game or stuff like that, like, that they could possibly fix, like, I mean, obviously there's now this is Wind Waker, not, Ocarina, but obviously the quest at the end of Wind Waker, the GameCube version, is, like, tedious beyond beliefs, and obviously they got rid of that when they did the HD version. Or they modified it. I don't think they necessarily got rid of it per se, but oh hey, look. Okay. Get that on the way back. Speed threw me off there. It's like, oh, going way too fast. There we go. Well, hi. Hello, Titan's Mitts. Oh, hi, Boots. I don't even... Well, we don't know if we don't need boots yet or not, but... Could always need it for something in Ganon's Tower. Obviously, we don't need, what do you call it? Boots for desert. Yeah, I think we're just gonna start skipping missiles. We've got 95 at this rate. That's that one right there. How hard did that bite you? Yeah, exactly. So far being the keyword there. Hey, maybe with any luck, before we go into TR, we're actually at Mirror Shield. But that would be too easy to have. Man, if I only had a D-pad that worked. Bro, fucking seriously. There we go. It's like back in the old days when I was playing on emulator and couldn't do a fucking wall jump to save my life. That's what this looks like. Oh, stop falling. Yeah. I have to take the controller apart and replace the membrane for both the D-pad and then the other buttons. But I'd have to get my hands on some of them. Supposedly there's like someplace on eBay that like sells them that's like from Japan. I don't know if they're like harvested out of controllers or something or what the story is, but they're also like super expensive and you have to buy like 300, which like not all that invested in. But I don't know. I'd have to look around. Okay. Don't need any more missiles. Do not pick up any more freestanding missiles. If I get one in a chest, that's not a big deal. But no more freestanders. Hey, magic powder's nice. If not exactly entirely needed. Well, we've got Master Sword. Well, no, now we have Bacon Sword. Okay, that's nice. Alright, so the usual, we gotta go down, see what Meridia is. So obviously we'll go just do Kraid. That was a waste of a PB. I could have wound up net 1, but net 0 it is. Ooh, that's a... I feel like you never... That must have been like a 1 in 25 drop or something crazy like that. Okay. Meridia, where Meridia? What do we got? We've got a Metroid token in Meridia. Nope, gotta get rid of Speed Booster. Is this even randomized, guys? Come on. Yeah, I think I'm quite okay with bombs at this point, that we don't need that. Is this even randomized? Hey, that's helpful. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd define that as quick, but okay. In any sense of the word. Yes. No, you weren't supposed to pick that up. Okay, we need to... We know where all the pendants are, so that means we have to do Ridley. Alright, Ridley's a crystal. I think that also means that Phantoon's a Metroid token, is that right? 1, 2, 3... Yes, it looks like Phantoon is a Metroid. Or at least I'm pretty sure Phantoon's a Metroid token. Well, we need these for the time being. Okay, so what do we have here? Yep, cool, great. Well, see you later. We need speed booster. On the off chance it's something that matters, we should at least visually check it. We should have probably already done that anyway, but whatever. Okay. Don't care. Apologies for the flashing lights. It's better now. Alright, sadly we can't get this check here, unfortunately. Which I don't like abandoning checks bound down here, but there ain't nothing we can do, Unless it happens to be like high jump boots, bombs, or space jump that we get down here. It wasn't. Yeah, I'll take silver arrows. I also probably should have saved, but to, like, you know, save scum back up in the event that there was nothing down here, but you know, a little too late, but at least we got rewarded by having something be down here. Okay, well. We can go through here. Yeah, we can get in there by virtue of that. And we can get back across after we do the stuff here, which is nice because we do have speed. I've got a little bit open in Zelda, nothing crazy, but we do have some stuff that we can do, so. You never know. You never know when you'll need to be literate. Absolutely not. Damn it, I didn't want to go all the way back in there. What way is it assuming that I can do that? I guess if I go down here, probably, and then come back up and around. Yeah, I imagine that's the thought with this. Literally don't care about those. Sure, why not? Alright, we go back to Zelda. We can get the pedestal that's on top of the mountain here. Because the question also becomes, like, do we duck back into Hera? Because it's got the green pendant? Still missing a fair bit of stuff, obviously. Oh, I'm much healthier than I thought I was in Zelda. Okay. I mean, fine. Yeah, we're gonna take the Jesus Christmas. I guess I could have powdered him then at that point, but whatever. Alright, there's still one check in here. Also gets me the green pendant. Now that's the second item in here, so coming back in here, not necessarily all that helpful, but we're more looking for the reward from this dungeon than anything else specifically, so. Well, not the reward specifically, but the green pendant, that's what we're looking for, basically. Alright. At this rate, Sanctuary, I guess, right? So we do King's Tomb, Bonk Rock, turn in our bottle. Just Sanctuary. Yeah, we also left the wrecked ship, but now, of course, with high jump boots, we can get all those checks that we left in Norfair too, but wrecked ship is probably going to be next when we go back to Metroid. Yeah, great. Great. That's great! Alright, we do have Zora money at this rate. I feel like that's dangerous, my son. I guess it makes more sense to now do Dark World. Because we need to do the Smith chain. And we'll also be able to do hammer pegs as well. I got my money back. Well, thanks, bud. Appreciate that. Oh no, that is Dark World. Okay, well, squiggly line to get into Mire. And that'll be good, because we do have to go into Mire. Alright, well, fine. That was the third reserve tank that I have. Alright, was our big gamble to do Hera worth it? Let's find out. And the survey says, not really. Not particularly. I mean, the $300 is nice in theory, I guess, but like, not all that helpful. Did we actually find anything? I mean, what? The only thing that we found in Norfair was the silver arrows? I don't even know. I think we may have found Lamp even before that, so like breaking logic to go to Norfair really didn't do us any good. At least, so we think. I'm gonna have to do a speed thing. A speed thing. Yeah, well, I made a mess of that. No! There we go. Thank you. It's just easier if I take high jump boots off. Fucking Christ. No. God damn it, dude. Yeah, that's exactly what I knew what the fuck was going to happen. I don't know why I even tried. Just done Ocean Fly from the start. Yeah, 100%. There we go. You know, 97th time's the charm. Bye. But God, dude. Move. For God's sake. I'm okay health-wise in Zelda for the moment. Two hours in, and we've beaten one dungeon in Metroid that we've needed to beat. Not exactly, you know. Not exactly setting the world on fire. Well, you know, we need those, so... Come on. Very good. Very good! I mean, that gets a swamp in Zelda. Turn high jump boots back on. Okay, so we'll finish, obviously, the ship here. And then I guess it kind of really depends on what we find. Well, but swamp would be the next logical place to go, since we just opened up swamp with flips. I got my swim trunks and my flippy floppies. I always forget, like... Yeah. Doesn't matter in that particular instance, but... We're probably on our way to beam combo, so kind of probably don't need any more of those. Yep, yeah, exactly. Just what I wanted to do again. That's right. It's like, wait, yeah, that's... I knew I wasn't stuck, but it was just like, oh yeah, what am I doing here? Alright, so we're gonna do swamp. Let's see, we've got Super Bunny Cave, we've got Hookshot Cave as well, up on Death Mountain. A lot of checks there. There's always a sword in Swamp. Not that it matters at this point. Butter Sword doesn't necessarily get us anything. I mean, I guess it gets us quicker fights in theory, but... Okay. I don't do that one often, so it's easy to forget, but it's also not that difficult. Thankfully. Hey, there's the full beam combo, because of course there is, so we really don't need any more missiles at this point. That's traditionally what always happens. You wind up getting a crap ton of missiles. And then you don't need them because you got full beam combo. Well, we need that. And that's actually good to get that early because we, now we don't have to worry about there being something in the big key chest and then potentially having to come back in here after we finish the dungeon. So it's always nice to get the big key first before you fully walk past it. So that you can find the compass, because that's incredibly important. Obviously. Three checks left on 5 opportunities. Two on 3 now. That's all I should really. 2, 4, 6, 8 hearts. Yeah, that's really all I should need. Dark Death Mountain, I guess? You know. About as excited as one can be for a Ridley token. I'm hoping I don't have to go back to Norfair. I've got 3 checks in Norfair right now that I don't really want to have to go do. Because I've got these available, so hoping that these wind up becoming something. He says, hopefully. Yeah, and there's also one in Pink Brinstar as well, but really don't want to have to go do that. Because that's basically out in the middle of a flippin' no place. Ideally, I guess gravity? We have to go into there anyway. Shit. Wrong. I thought I had hookshot out. %. You know me. We're family friendly here, guys. We don't use the curse words. Okay, so we're also going to be on a, whatchamacallit. coin thing. Coin hunt. Space jump gets me the rest of Norfair. So let's make Norfair happen now. Where do I... Well, considering there's only one check down there, we probably start where there's 2 checks. Not that I can't... Well, yeah, I think it makes more sense to go this way. We didn't look what was on the ledge, but we can get what's on the ledge now. We should have looked. I always forget what to look when I'm over there. Oh, that's right. There's actually technically 3 checks here rather than 2. But, alright, well, no longer on a hunt for that, although with no ice rod or fire rod. That makes that one a little challenging. Yeah, we should just go this way. To go down to the Rizzler. Oh, of course. I don't have gravity suit. So... we should, go the way that makes sense for the loadout that we have. Shocking, I know. Which means going through swamp. Dark swamp. How is that one in logic? I mean, at best I can see it, but not important right now. Ooh, and I do have to be careful at Ridley with only Varia. Well, yeah, stand still, my buddy. Okay, thank God that doesn't matter. so it doesn't matter either. Man, where the hell is... Where the heck is the pancakes? Don't get too crazy with our... Oof, that could have actually been kind of not great. I'm really trying to make it more difficult on myself than it ultimately really needs to be. Yeah, I can't get crazy here, because they still do a poop ton of damage. And without screw attack, to be a little careful. At this rate, I don't really need those, but okay. Hello, Lupus. Thanks for the good luck. How's your Saturday going? You son of a bitch. Oh yeah, I do actually need to be semi-careful here. Just from a health standpoint. I can't absorb too many hits from my friend here. Okay. Okay, anything behind the Rizzler here? Yeah, well, a bow. Okay, of course. Of course that's where the bow is. Naturally where the bow is. You know what? Actually, I don't want to take... Well, you know what? It might just be easier to do it in here. Because those stupid things are still going to hit for like 100+ damage, I think. I don't really want missiles. Alright, we should be alright. Alright, so now we have Eastern, which we need to complete. Pod is not needed to be completed, but there's also a lot of stuff in Pod, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. Yeah, these guys even hit for 100 also as well. We are going to save here just in case something bad happens. Don't trust myself. Just go. Very good. Could have been. Jump up, please. Thank you. Okay, definitely don't need those. Nope. Bro, just jump. The lag in that room is freaking insane. All right. We still need a fair bit. We need a red cane. We need both rods. We need gravity. And I guess that's it. I guess from here we probably go to Eastern, finish that out. I really don't want to go in pod if I don't have to. Nope, that's not really helpful. Alright, so we are just, there's one check left in here, I believe. Yep, it's on the boss, so we're just going right to the back. No, I have to get the... I didn't do the dark room when I was in here because I didn't have anything to essentially illuminate the dark room, so I still do need to get the boss key, which I don't actually have. Halfway decent call out on remembering that's the case. From, 2 hours ago, basically. Nice. Okay, so that's where that would... Oh, I guess I already have the boss key. Okay, well, no, either way, I'm glad I checked that. Now, obviously, didn't wind up being anything. Oh, that's right. I had the boss key because I was able to do the chest immediately as I walked through here the first time. Alright, well... I mean, doesn't matter, really. Okay. I don't trust this game to not be terrible and not have this be an all dungeon seed. So we're going to take the second to go see what... Good, you can keep my crap, I don't care. See what pedestal is. Good. Nothing. Let's go look at ledge. It's not going too bad, Lex. I'm 4 items away from being able to finish the game. So we'll see if we can put our hands on any of those shortly, so that you know, we're not having to play this all night. Okay, that's nothing. Let's just do this. It's nothing. We're gonna give in to that bastard Zora and see if he's got anything. He probably doesn't, but... What was on here? Just a super missile, right? Yeah, I don't care about that at this rate. What are you up to, Lex? Anything? Just watching TV? Reading? Without a Book of Mudora? How is that even possible? Reading and cleaning at the same time? That's right, you can't do that here. Localize specifically within your kitchen? Let's take the chance and go to pod. I mean, there's 6. That's like the heaviest concentration of checks at this point. At 245. Everything else is a one-off, basically. Got 2 in Pink Bryn, 1 in Norfair, which could obviously easily be the things, but... Let's see. Did anybody finish the race? Yes. 2:59:18. So they just basically finished. Since I'm a half an hour behind. So they would have just finished at, like, under... right before 9 o'clock. These have to be checks at some point. I'm gonna run out of keys in this dungeon. Not helpful. Again, something has to be something eventually. Stop not being things. Keys are in this flippin' dungeon. I have them all at this rate, but actually I should just go through here. Actually, no. Stop farting the fuck around. Yeah, that really is not... Guess technically the last check could be on the boss, too. Ugh. That would kind of suck. Last check's on the boss. Christ, man, that sucks. Please be one of the 4 things I need. Definitely not one of the 4 things I need. Okay. I don't know, because I hate myself, I'm just gonna go do, desert. Why the hell not? At this rate. I mean, I'm basically refusing to do shitty checks in Metroid in the hope that a pendant dungeon has the thing I need. Well, no, I can still... I can get that. I have, boots. Ideally, both checks are in here, in the front, and I don't even have to go to the back to be disappointed. I'm not gonna get that lucky. It's gonna force me to kill a fucking boss, probably, right? Let me guess. Ah, that is disgusting. Ugh. Yuck. Alright, we still have to do all the checks in Meridia, because we still need both rods and the cane. Man, big chest, pendant, desert. Yuck. Why does this game suck? Okay, we don't need that. Nor do we need that. Okay, I don't need those. Jesus. Eating inputs. Yeah, I don't really care about Butter Sword at this rate. Tempered is perfectly fine. I will come grab that on the way back. We can't ignore that because that is technically a check. Sadly. We'll finish the rest of Meridia and come out down that sand pit and grab that. Bye. And we'll do the same thing to your friend Dragon as well. Oh god, Spacer, thank god. Game over. Well, game over to the fact that it switched it out on me, but sure. It's nothing like making this incredibly way more difficult than it ultimately needs to be. I mean, sure, I'll take it. Who gives a shit at this rate? It doesn't matter. Done. One cycle. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's go check plasma. I'm not even bothering to save at this rate, it doesn't matter. Because I've certainly missed it. At some point, something has to be something. I'm like running out of checks. We need to leave through the sand pits, technically. So we should still go back this way. We don't want to leave through the toilet, technically. I mean, technically Spike Cave still is an opportunity for something. Like, I think the worst thing about this, when you wind up running into a situation like this, is just that, like, alright, you know, you're looking around for stuff, okay, fine, it's taking a long time, but then you have to go do, like, a full fucking Ganon's Tower, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, like... actually, I can go down here, it's not a big deal. It's like, yeah, after I've played for 3 hours, the last thing I want to go do is Ganon's Tower. Especially with it already being 9:30. That was on the other side. We'll see how long we continue to go here. I have a distinct feeling, not assuming anything, but I don't know if I'm going to get raided or not from the race, and then I will feel morally compelled to finish. Fucking Christ, just get up there. Alright. I still need both rods and the cane. Yeah. Crazy. You game, I swear to God. I mean, something had to be down here. There ain't many more places to check for this stuff. Like, I mean, you know. I have, like, 3 logical checks in Metroid. And, like, 4 in total. 1 in Zelda. Well, 2 with the hammer that I picked up, but... I mean, I can finish Skull Woods now, but it's only 2 checks. $322, $329 are other finishers. So this is at least a 4-hour seed, is what this is telling me. Yeah, what's up, bud? What's up? Yeah? Tell me more. I guess we still have to do this the legitimate way, because we don't have the cape. And by the cape, I mean the cane. Nope, you just go to the back. So I get one use of the fire rod. Alright, so we still got 2 checks in Skullwoods here. I mean, something's got to be somewhere. That's one. That's 2. Not in here. That's not even helpful at this rate. And the terrible thing is I still have to go do TR too. And I can't do anything in TR because I don't even have cane. It'd be a different story if I had cane and I was just looking for an ice rod. It could be in there, but... We'll do Spike Cave. It's right here. So, the... What's going on, Perfect Zip? That means it's down Crockway. I mean, sure, you know, why not? So, which one of the two things is in this room? Yep.
That's gotta be Kane!
What makes the most sense? Probably just to... just reset back into Metroid after this. Or I could just go to Ice Palace, I guess. You know what? Let's just go to Ice Palace. We're just gonna hope that we find Ice Rod along the way. And if we don't, who cares? Meyer's also in Logic now, too, so with that, Kane. Not many checks in these dungeons, though. Thank you. Oops, nope, not what I wanted. Whatever, I've got plenty of bombs, not a big deal to just do this. Okay. That's one from here? Yes, only one. That's two. Yeah. Yeah, we still got. Alright, well there's the boss key, which will allow us to get the second to last check in here. Last check being on the boss. Okay, not in here. Not a bad kill. That also opens up Pyramid Fairy as well. Squiggly line to get in the mire. I don't know why I'm grabbing money like it matters at this rate. Yeah, let's keep picking up money just in case. Just in case. Okay, boss key, 2 checks in here overall. That's 1. Wrong one. Another dungeon where all the keys. Doesn't even really matter at this rate. Guess we'll check Pyramid Fairy. Shit, that's right, you can't do that. Motherfucker. Forgot it's not the chest that you get from what's his face, or in the Dark World there. Basically just Ice Rod at this point. Yikes. I'll just do the 2 techs in Metroid and then be annoyed, and then maybe that'll be it. Because, I mean, at this rate, even if the next thing I find is the Ice Rod, I'm still, like, instantaneously, like, I get off the ship and it gives me the Ice Rod, I'm still looking at 4 hours. So, I don't... We'll probably just try to, we'll see if we can find it to say that we found it, and then that'll probably be it. One more check in Metroid, and that's it. And if it's not in Metroid, then that means it is in TR. Probably on Laser Bridge. Unless it's down here, obviously, and then in which case... That's still terrible either way, but... Wow. I guess I just reset, because I did save the ship. I guess I didn't really have to do that. I guess I should have just went up in the light world, but it's fine. First. Very important that we get those arrows. Like, literally last location, basically, is what it's going to wind up amounting to. I mean, that's every key in this dungeon, I think, for the most part. I'm done. I mean, at least it was on your way, I guess, right? All right. Well, that's it for tonight. Happy 4 years of Shindig Saturday night bullshit SMZ3 races. So yeah, we'll finish up on Monday with Link's Awakening. I think we have 2 to 3 dungeons left in that. Hopefully, finish up, provided that nothing takes us too long or anything like that. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Nemo, Lupus, Lex, appreciate that. Yeah, have a great Sunday. Certainly, if you are a father, have a happy Father's Day. If not, enjoy your Sunday. And yeah, we'll see everybody on Monday. Take it easy, guys.